Hello and welcome to Reminiscences with Alhaji Aminu Dantata. I think there is only one word to describe him, which is to say colossus, both in height, in age, and in the stupendous wealth he has garnered, both of experience and material over the years. He's been doing business for more than 70 years in trading, in construction, property, banking, manufacturing, oil and gas. I think you can name all of them. It's been very difficult getting him to sit down for this interview, but I'm happy to welcome him to Reminiscences. I think he is the first person I've interviewed who actually went to a school, like a family school. So, sir, I want to ask you that experience. It seems the school you went to as a young person was a family school set up by your father.
Yes. The schools established by our father, because he has a background, he has a background of knowledge based of what he also learned outside the country. Because father, though he was Nigerian, he was born in Nigeria, it is a village now, you could call it village at that time, now it's a town,
Right.
called Bebeju. Though he did not attend Western education, when the British came to Nigeria, they tried to dilute or to suppress Islamic context of Islam. But by the grace of God, Allah helps them, he and his brothers and sisters. They were brought purely Islamically, humane, and partly in business.
So was Alhassan Dantata, was he a businessman in Nigeria before he traveled to, I know he was in Ghana for quite a while?
His mother was in business.
Even his mother?
Well, his mother was from the business family, also from what we call part of Nigeria. It was then one country before the European divided us.
So what was he doing in Ghana? What kind of business?
So when his mother died, I think she traveled to Ghana with him. She had some ulama in Ghana. She took him there and stayed for long there in Ghana.
Right.
Before at the end, they came back to Nigeria.
So how long did he stay in Ghana? Do you?
Well, I didn't know, but he told us that he stayed along because he married there first, I think. In fact, he used to come to Nigeria and go back to Ghana by sea. Yeah, because there was no There was no roads. There was no flight aircrafts. So that's what they used to go by canoes.
So his experience abroad in Ghana especially led to this enlightenment, the school that he established for his children, like you. What kind of school was it? Because it's a family school? Or
the one he established here?
Yes, in Kano.
No, it wasn't a family school only because the school we were doing at that time, there's a normal traditional school. That is, we call it Makaranta Allo. It comprises his children, his staff, children, neighbors in the area.
You had that school was, you didn't spend too many years in the school. You went straight into business as a very young person. Yeah. Can you tell us about it?
All the families got into school, Arabic school, and then Western school. They went to primary school here. Still, the school still is existing. Near us here. It's just about 2 miles from house to the school. And they used to walk by foot, go and come back.
So at what point did you go into business? Is it straight after primary school?
When we go to school, there's a certain period where there's holidays. During holidays, our father teach us to know how to trade. Yes. During the days, not many trucks are available in the country. So the granules, or the cotton, hide and skin, were brought sometimes by cattle, sometimes by camels, and even by donkeys.
Yes. So you are using donkeys to travel to sell?
Yes. In fact, you will be surprised to hear that sometimes the trucks at that time, it didn't take more than 3, 4, 5 tons with the jute bags, the money, and all the household that you want to take to the mine station. At that time, sometimes also there's a certain area when you reach, you have to evacuate and put on the donkeys. You and the donkey walk to the station. So that's why we are used to walking or riding donkeys, riding camels, or bicycle where it is possible. Yes.
At one point you were, I think, representing the family business in Sokoto, in the Sokoto province.
Yes, but before then, I was, I took over the station where my senior brother, Aminu Dantata, in Bichi, at 1947.
You are still very young at this point. You are in your
at that
16,
time I was
maybe?
17.
17?
Yes. So in our family, people started business as young as you are 5, 6, 7, 10, you know. You will find somewhere to do something. When we were at that age, as 7, 8, 10, our father used to show us how we can make money. He said that, look, you seem people are bringing groundnut here. There are donkeys and the cows and camels. Try and do something to earn money. So get calabash, put water in it, put salt. The camel will drink. Each one, a donkey paid 1/10 of the penny.
1/10?
Yeah, 1/10, anini, call it anini. And cattle, 2 pence. The camel pay half a penny.
When did you start making money on your own? I mean, the family business, did it stop with the death of your father and all the brothers went on their own?
No, before our father died, he established a company called Alhaji Dantata and Sons. So he called the 2 brothers, most senior at that time, Alhaji Aminu and Alhaji Sanusi. He told them, "We think this illness, it is going to get him."
How old was he then?
It was around 1953 or 4 around.
Was he very old by that time?
He was old, but not as old as I am now.
Yeah.
I think when he died around 70-something years old. He told them that he wanted this company to continue. But before they say anything, he said, "But I think so may not agree with my suggestion."
Some of the brothers? Some of
told
the sons?
He told the 2 senior to us. Because I saw him a day before he died. I went to greet him. When he saw me, he said, "Aminu," he said, "So go, Allah go."
So he made you the MD. He suggested you should be the MD.
No.
Okay.
Alhaji Amadu and Alhaji Amadu is the senior, see the MD. And they're joint ownership. But when he died, and they gathered us, they said that, Baba said that we should continue with this company. But what is your opinion? So one person said, "Yeah, I want to go on my own." So, okay, he told us. The second one, those who he pointed out, the same 2, they said they want to go on their own. So the first one, he said he wants to go in yours. Yes, he's already grown up. He gave me about 5 years old.
Older than you.
Yes. But the other one, he just gave me about a year and a half. So they said, "Okay, we can give you your money, but we have to take your money to the authority until you are matured to 18, then before you can get your money." So exactly that's how it was done.
So it wasn't, the inheritance wasn't divided so that everybody get his own. It's kept within the same.
It was divided, but kept as his promise, he wished. But only those 2 who wanted to get their money, one has been given him his own, the other one is taken to the authority.
Later.
Yes. Also, Alhaji Sanusi wanted to get his own line of this. So that's why the company were divided into two. Alhaji Dantata and Sons and Sanusi Dantata and Sons.
And there was competition between the two?
There was no... it was a healthy competition. So we continued like that. And as things are going, then also Alhaji Aminu also passed away. So at that time when he passed away, Meskeli,
Alhaji Garba
Meskeli, all along he was with the company.
But you are the MD, right? Because you are family.
No, he was Meskeli.
Meskeli.
I was deputy MD.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ASD continued as a trading company.
ADS.
ADS.
Yes.
As a trading company.
Yes.
Now, did you yourself pull out at some point to establish yourself as to set up your own?
I didn't pull out.
Okay.
It is as the time goes. Some of his own children who are in the same mother, the same father, also they feel that time is coming, they want to know what is happening and so. So Miss Kelly and I, we decided to open accounts for each one of them. In their own property, if they collect the rent, whatever collected for the dividend or anything, we open account in each one's company names.
Is that then the beginning of you being on your own, more or less?
All this time when we were going, I tried to emulate my father on liking to buy land. And he has been telling us all, if you want to make money, invest in land. He said land is a good business.
Not in buildings, not in properties.
No, just land. Bare land. Yes. In building, you build or you buy the land. Because this area where we're sitting here now, is part of the land which our father, part of the land. You know, our father has many land in this country. In the area where the railway passes through.
In Kano here?
No, not in Kano. It's in the country.
Everywhere?
From Lagos to Kano. It is fast train, Lagos, Kano. The second one is Lagos, Maiduguri. Third, Lagos, Gusau. All these areas our father, anywhere railway passes, because we are stocking granules before shipping.
Yes.
So, and the irony thing is the land at that time, the land which now we are calling it 100 million or 1 billion. At that time, it is something which you can buy at maybe 500 pounds.
So will you say the foundation of your own wealth also is land? You like you said, you copied your father and just started buying land.
I copied him. Not only me alone, but I think I did most in the family.
So how much land do you own? In what places do you have land? I don't think you follow the railway yourself.
I don't think I will be able to tell you what land I have now. All over this world, not only Nigeria, in the whole Nigeria, there's nowhere I don't have the land. also in areas where people, they may not have the opportunity to have land, I have lands. I have in Saudi Arabia, I have in Dubai, I have in Egypt, I have in London,
UK,
and
what
in
about
Germany.
America? Germany.
Yes, and in England.
What about America?
Yes, in America. Where I sent some of the children to go to school in America, in Florida. I bought a house there. I bought a house.
Do you have, I know you have a private aircraft.
Yes.
Do you have a chance to visit these places where you have land or property?
The reason that I was very interesting to know that the reason why I first bought my aircraft, that is to be able to go to certain areas where there is no big aircraft, and where somewhere also there is no enough roads to go. Because I bought my first aircraft, I bought in 1960, the coup 1966.
Right.
So I bought my aircraft, I bought my first aircraft in 1966, ending.
The year of the coup.
The year of the coup. Because at that time, before Saddam was killed, Amani Duri, the president of Niger.
That's right.
At one time he came to Saddam. He complained. Amani Duri told Saddam they had a factory in Niger, in a town called Malbaza. But they were not able to sell the cement.
Cement.
So Amani said, I mean, you should go and see if you can help them to buy and bring it. Okay, we can do it. So I went to Niger by road, because at that time I didn't buy the plane. We went to Niger, the headquarters.
Niamey.
Niamey. Niamey Hamani Diori, get together, get us to the company. We agreed to buy all their production. We agreed that I will finance to buy all their production. But unfortunately, the business committee there also, they were agitated why somebody from Nigeria will come and buy their produce while they are there. They will not be allowed to buy. Okay, I come back, I told Sadana, this is the arrangement. But the people there, they're agitating, why people from Nigeria? He said, okay, I mean, so if they cannot allow you, we have to accept. So we have to forget about that business. And then before Sadona died, that this this factory in Sokoto,
Sokoto Cement?
Sokoto Cement.
Yes.
That one, it was established between northern Nigeria government and the business community and the Sokoto provinces. I bought 10% share at that time. Because Saddam said that anybody who buys it, Saddam was so magnanimous. He never hesitated to allow people to own something legitimately. In my life, I have never seen business politicians who are as honest as near 10% of what our people are before.
The Sedona favored you. He gave you a lot of contracts and access to him.
I said, not only me. As far as Saddam is concerned, any capable businessman, anybody who can do anything, either in a civil servant or a politician or a businessman, believe me, God, Saddam will allow him to do it.
But I think you are also one of the people who supported or financed politics, especially political parties in northern Nigeria.
I am not sponsoring political party, but I am part of political parties. Saddam got a company established called Northern Nigeria, NDC, Northern Nigeria Development Corporation.
That's right.
That Northern Nigeria Development Corporation was established to finance government business, also to finance individual business community. And you'll be surprised to hear from me now. Wallahi, as a Muslim, they don't ask us to give money before you are helped.
Before you get contracts.
Not just even contracts.
Or loans.
Even loans. At one time, once Saddam told the companies operating in Nigeria who are not Nigerians to reduce their buying capacity, to allow Nigerians to take over. Like UAC, GBO, FCOA, those big companies. Saddam told his minister, the minister then was the Sarkin Daura, Alhaji Bashar Mahmoud Daura. Alhaji Bashar. He was the Minister of Economic Planning.
Right.
And the marketing boy was under him. And Saddam said, look, tell them to allow Nigerians to be part of it. Let them share the total allocation. The finance half, Nigerians, they don't take half.
Most people wouldn't know that even from the 1960s, you are a member of the House.
I was a member of the House.
Established businessman at one side, but also a politician at the other.
Yes. So when the British wanted to give the independence to Nigeria, as I said earlier, they wanted to make sure that Northerners participate fully. Because they feel that we are more honest, we are more forthright. When we started, I was not getting...
Okay, this is when you are young. So you started...
Even when I was young, even since I was young, I was not getting anything from the political... we are getting our wealth from our experience as a father.
From business.
And business.
Yes. But did you then become... When you become political, did you change from NEPO to the ruling party, MPC?
Yeah, I will give you a story. This is what I'm saying, that when Marlon comes into NEPA, along the line, then the name, we decided to change the name from NEPA to NEPO. That's from Northern Element Progressive Association to Northern Element Progressive Union.
Right.
When that happened, so they said, okay, it is also the right time to have a youth leader. Because during the time when Aminu was there, I used to go by my motorcycle, chasing some traders with £1, 10 shillings.
Collecting money
For the
party.
Give it to the party, yes. So they feel that I'm appropriate to be a youth leader. So immediately they say I should be, so I remember my brother. He was MPC.
Alhaji Aminu.
And I remember my father. He was with the
Emirate system.
Because I knew when my father used to go there, and I know a lot of people coming to my father's house from the palace. I myself, I slept in the Emir's palace when I was around 8 years, because the wife of the senior wife in Bayro's house was my mother's friend.
So this link with the establishment prevented you from being the NEPO youth leader?
Exactly.
You just thought it's not.
My father would not take it kindly to see that here is his son fighting NEPO, fighting Emirates.
So when you became a member in I think 1960, which party were you? Which party did you become member of the house?
My brother was in MPC. At that time, as I told you, NEPO.
Yes.
So in 1953, in 1952, there was election for the federal seat in Lagos.
Right.
MPC got Mahmoud Dantata into the party.
Right.
Aminu Kano was supposed to get that seat.
Right.
Also.
Right.
So they got them to fight for the seat.
They contested.
So Mahmoud Dantata defeated Alhaji Aminu. So the next year again, there was going to be this seat from the north. That one also, they wanted to beat Aminu Kano again. So they got the emir of Kano, Ado to contest for the seat.
That time he was Wakili?
Huh?
That time he was Wakili in Doka?
Exactly.
Yes.
So he didn't want, he himself, at that I know him, he was NEPO in mind.
He said, you are NEPO together.
Exactly. Well, he was not open as we attended the meeting. He cannot attend the meeting because he was called a Wakil in Doka. So they fight the seat also with my brother, this Muslim's brother. So then he get the seat in 1955. So for me, during those years, my relationship with Aminu Kano was still very tight. I am not hesitating to go to his house. He is not hesitating to come to my house. I will do whatever I can to see Mali is in a good position in life.
You help him financially.
Well,
It's well known. So you became then a member for a while, 1960, after the death of Alhaji Amadu.
Yes.
You became a member of the House?
yes.
House of Rep.
Yes.
Was it a good experience for you being directly involved in politics now?
It was a good business because, in the sense, at that time, people were honest. It's not that today's business, politics. That is why I feel that it is pathetic what I have been seeing now in politics today. Life is not easy. We are not honest. People are distorting the truth, supporting the mischiefs. So it's not good in life.
So one other area of your career, which is fairly unusual for a businessman, is that you served in the government of Kano State as a commissioner for many years, commissioner for trade, I believe, and industries. Why that move? Why did you really leave your flourishing business to go into government?
I knew Audubago in Kano before he became the military governor. He was a police commissioner that time,
Right.
and we know each other at that time.
Right.
But when he was appointed governor, I did not meet. We didn't meet until one day I was sitting in Page near my sister's husband's house. So we opened the evening news. I had the names of appointed commissioners who appointed. I had my name among the.
But how did you react?
When he after the announcement, a few days or so, he called us. Tanko Yakase, Ino and myself, we know each other long before that time.
Did you enjoy being in government? Was it strange for a businessman to?
Believe me, I enjoy it because if I still remember those days, the way we worked in the government, the way we challenged the governor at that time.
Even as his commissioners?
Yes, of course. It's no way happening today. And I'm sure anybody challenge the governor the way we did challenge him there, it would have been sacked. Because anything that was brought to the cabinet, if we feel is not reasonable, we say it out.
He didn't sack you?
No, he didn't sack us because maybe at that time the head of state himself was, showing his part of honesty of duty. And also the governor himself is showing a reasonable honesty.
As an elder statesman, as you have said yourself, you had many occasions when you will go to these leaders and advise them. You have said it recently in a public forum. You went to Buhari, you told him what to do. Even the present president, you had opportunity. Why are they not doing it? Is it they can't or they don't want to?
That I'm not to answer this because they don't know their mind.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I don't know their mind. That is why I'm telling you I'm disgusted. Believe me. That is why I'm not seeing light. Because we as a Muslim, the God tells us that the goodness is open. Also the badness also is open. It is up to us to choose what we want. If we choose good, Allah will help us. If we tell the negative, we will see the negative. It is really pathetic for us to see what is happening today. Today, because the historical information I gave you, knowing when is to buy just egg. Now we're buying eggs. One egg now, I don't know how much it costs. But before, when we were kids, it's 12 eggs, 1 penny. 12 eggs.
1 penny.
1 penny. And today now I think 1 egg maybe nairas.
So whose fault is this? You yourself, you are part of the elite. You have set up businesses, and I think some of the businesses, for example, Masaka Textiles, one of the first indigenous manufacturing companies. What happened to it?
When it started, that was about nearly 70 years ago. So 70 years ago, that time, people were honest. Money was more respected. Religion is more accepted, more protected. You know, everything was better at that time. After the death of our father, we found that our father's share in that company, it was 10%.
In Masaka?
In Masaka, that's 10%. That 10% was, I think it was around either 30 pounds or less than that.
30 pounds?
Yes. That 30 pounds, not many people had that 30 pounds in this country.
70 years ago.
70 years, yes. So you can see.
But their company is gone now.
It's gone, it's gone, but not completely, because after some times, as the degenerating is happening, some people took it over.
Yes.
And then they're exploiting the original concept. That before it was they were weaving, doing everything, then selling the army uniform, police uniform. But at the end, it had to be shot, and then it had to be auctioned. It had to be sold.
So are you still active in business? You are 92. Are you still really kind of involved in your businesses, or have you given it all up?
I'm not active in business now. I'm in business, but not active. I'm in business in the sense I do what I really feel is good for me and is honest. Each time I pray Allah to guide me, Allah to stop me from doing anything which is not good. And Allah has taken it on His own, He's obliged Himself. That is an obligation to Him to see that we succeed and we benefit from halal. If you see yourself not earning halal, Allah said you should ask yourself. So that is why now, today things are just Allah so again.
So what do you do? How do you cope with? You are a very wealthy man. Everybody knows. How do you cope with the pressure on you to donate?
I'm not very wealthy. I thank God.
Yes.
I'm rich enough
Yes.
to take care of myself.
Yes.
And I believe in the God's words.
Mm.
If you give Allah, Allah will reward you. If you give one thing to Allah, fi sabilillah, the word fi sabilillah, I will quote you by Arabic words. Allah says, وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ بالغ أمره قد جعل الله لكل شيء قدرا. Anybody who gives for Allah's sake, Allah will give him at least 10 times or 70 times or uncounted, countless. So I believe in that.
Yeah, but how much giving do you have to do? Because everybody around you probably wants money, and you are one of the few who has it.
Well, I don't have to give everybody. Whoever you see me giving it, Allah has already destined that I have to give him. That is why I give him.
Yes.
And I'm giving him, Allah is giving me back more than what I give.
But you give big amounts to universities, to charities, hospitals, schools.
Yes. Why not? I'm giving it for the sake of Allah.
I mean, it takes a wealthy man to do this kind of donations, not, you know. I remember $10 million.
I don't know what you consider wealth.
Yes.
Yes. $10 million is what?
I remember 10 million naira to Kano Foundation many years ago, 30 years ago.
Yes.
That sounds like, that's a huge amount, even then.
Yes, that is a huge amount. Allah has bestowed that to me to give. He said, if that I give, He gave me much, much more than that.
How much time do you have to enjoy your own wealth yourself? You have houses, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, London. Do you have time to really go around and stay and enjoy these blessings?
Anywhere you find me a house, and I find me, I have a house, I'm not enjoying it myself alone. I'm enjoying it with my family. I'm enjoying it with my friends. I'm enjoying it with my country people, those who wanted to have a shelter. And then that doesn't stop me enjoying. The more you give others to enjoy, the more you enjoy. Yes.
Do you still have a private aircraft? Do you still use it to go around?
Yeah, I still have. I still have it.
So, I mean, that's another sign of the wealth I'm talking about. It takes somebody who is wealthy to maintain an aircraft.
Well, it is amazing people to be feeling how or why. It all depends on how you maintain, how you use. How to maintain. Initially, I told you, the first aircraft I bought in 1967, I just paid 10,000 naira, pounds. It was pounds then. And then that it was at that time, that 10,000 pounds was about $15,000. When I sold it, after a year or so, I bought, the first one was a propeller type. I bought a jet one. That jet one, I bought it about $2.5 million. I paid less than 2 million pounds. After 4 years, at that time, when you buy aircraft, by the time it goes, the value is increasing because the value of the currency is dwindling. So when I bought another one for 4 million, then after about 6 years, I sold it at about $4.5 million. I make about $1 million also. So that's how it's going. But you'll be surprised. The one I'm using now, there was a time I bought one aircraft at about $50 million. After some years, I had to sell it about 40. But the one I'm using now, I bought it about 15 years. I bought it about $38 million. Today, if I want to sell it, I may hardly get $50 million because it's dwindling. So you can see, I just maintain my aircraft now for obvious reason. Now I'm old. You see me even hardly walking. So for me to be struggling to get into the aircraft is hard. It's something hard. So I'm maintaining it at least to have the rest of my life in more comfortable life.
How much traveling do you do?
No, not many. Now if you see me traveling, maybe I go to Saudi Arabia, or in Medina, Jeddah. From there I go to Dubai, go to Egypt. That's all. In terms of Europe, nearly 20 years now I didn't go to Europe.
You've cut off from the Europeans?
Yes, because I don't have much to do there. And also it is so expensive now there.
Even for you?
Yeah, of course. For anybody now. I know. I still have my children who school, they are going there. To maintain even the hospital service now is very expensive. There was a time I was paying about $4 million a year for checking the family health.
This insurance?
Insurance, yes.
From a fairly young age, you always had a large family. You have always married many wives. And is it something that goes with being a successful businessman?
That is what has already Allah arranged. Yes, that's it. Because Allah said that you should marry 1, 2, 3. If you can afford up to 4, you can do it. It's legal.
Yes.
But you should not marry more than 1 if you cannot sustain it. That is the mistake we are making now. Because anybody you brought in the world here, the responsibility is yours. It's not with the mother. The mother and the child is the responsibility of the father. The mother is to take care of the boys for his health, for his behavior, for all kind of, nice aspect of life.
But it is actually being said, or I have heard it, that You actually take care of your children even when they are grown up. So you
Yeah.
go on holiday with them. And
Because my father did as to us when we were kids. He take us to his hometown. He built places for us to share with even his own other relatives in that town. That's why we grown up as a family life. Because we do not grow as an isolated family. No. So that's what I enjoy most.
So for holiday time, everybody,
Yes,
even
no.
married
Yes.
daughter, everybody.
Anything that I can afford. Allah has said that if you can afford something which is legitimate, you should not harm to do it. Yes. That is why I'm doing it. I'm praying Allah should not give me something which humankind will not benefit. Because, and believe in what already Allah said, the more you give, the more you get.
So how does it feel to be 92?
90?
92. How does it feel? Is it a burden on the body?
Oh, of course it is a burden on the body. And also it is a burden on my physical health, and also in terms of atmosphere. Because the atmosphere in the world today is horrible.
What worries you about the atmosphere?
And
What worries you about the atmosphere? What is it that you don't like about the atmosphere?
there's nothing I like now. Suddenly, believe me, there's nothing much one will like. Because we are not using the opportunity in the right way. If human being is using the opportunity Allah has given him in the right way, wallahi, the world will be fantastic. Yes.
Do you have hope things will improve with time? Maybe we'll learn lessons from...
Allah said that we should not give up. وَلَا تَقْنَطُوا مِنْ رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ.
Thank you, sir. I think we have taken a lot of time to learn about you, your views, and your life. May Allah grant you long life and more health. And thank you, viewers, for joining us in this episode of Reminiscences with Alhaji Aminu Dantata. Until another time, goodbye.